A lot of people get stuck with only playing the pentatonic scale over all of the chords in a blues, and they end up really bored with their own playing. But today we're going to change all that with one note. If we look at the 3 chords of the blues, they're all dominant 7 chords. And a dominant 7 chord has a major third in it. And that's what we're going to look at today. We're going to look at how we can incorporate this major third into the pentatonic that you already know, so that you can play through all the changes in a blues and hopefully get on board. My name is Sebastian. Let's get started with the 1 chord. For the 1 chord, the first chord in the blues, which in this case would be A7, we have C sharp. That is the third. Let's just go ahead and find all the C sharps and kind of treat them individually and see how we can sort of play around for it. So this first C sharp, this low one here, this one is really cool that you can kind of slide into it and then play that the A on the 7th fret on the D string, or you can do bending from the C, the 3rd fret, and we'll look at the 1st string. Then we have, this is the major third, this is the minor third, so you probably know your pentatonic, that it starts right there. Well, you can bend this one, same as doing this, same note, the C note. C to C sharp, bending up to C sharp, A. There's a couple of kind of stock licks that you can do on that one, which is, for instance, like, if I can actually play it. So like you're playing that, the blue note, the flat 5. You can just do, but when you pull down on that, that's really cool. So let's do the next one. That's on the G string, which is, you know, where you would spend most of your time. So if we look at that C sharp, this one right here, we can bend into it like we did before. And the same thing is that we have it here, but we also have it here, like A, C sharp, A, C sharp, A, C sharp, right? So you have a cool one here. This is really like an Albert Collins kind of a thing. I think I played that in the intro as well. You can pull on that. You can also do that one, which is kind of same as doing that. You're probably like sixes. This would be the root. And this would be the major third. And then if we do the octave, then so the C sharp right there. So if you're playing blues and stuff and you're bending, you're probably already doing that. So bending a half a step. Is already doing this. So here there's all kind of juice that we can do. You can bend that from the fourth. You can do kind of a Stevie Ray one. One that I like a lot is the same intonation C sharp, but it is here. So if we go from the A, 1, 2, 3, 1, B, C sharp. We also have it here, 1, 2, 3, right? And here we have what is referred to as the BB box, which is this one. You probably heard this playing before. So here, the BB box is called BB box because of BB King. And BB King basically spent most of his, I guess, what is it, 60 years career, 70 years, I don't know, of utilizing this box, playing this major pentatonic, using this playing this sixth right here, and it just sounds so good on the one chord. Pushing up, ending on the one, and then you kind of just do that because of BB, that whole shaking with the one finger. You can do kind of an Eric Clapton one, which is like this. It's more like BB vibrato. So this is in a sense, or not in a sense, it is going like this. And since this is the second, or what we call is the ninth, this note right here, you can bend it just a little bit onto the minor third, or you can bend it all the way through it to the major third, like minor third, major third. Let me just have a go with the backing track. We're going to D. I'll just play right through it. The one again. C sharp. Go down D, again. BB box. A, turn around. Do the BB box again. You can just stay in this position all the time. Spinning right there. So moving on to the 4 chord, 1, 2, 3, 4. The D in this instance. We can start by finding the thirds, and for D that would be F sharp. So we got it both here and here. For this lower one, you can do the same trick, like but the one that I really love and that I tend to use a lot when going from the 1 to the 4 is that you have it right here. So if you're going so playing that D, sliding up to the F sharp, to the A right there, the 5th. So root, 3rd. And you sort of want to do it in sort of anticipation when from the A to the D. So it's like there it hits. Like 1, 2, 3. Like that. So that's a really cool one to do that I tend to do a lot. You can also add in the D string. That's kind of can be cool to do when you're going. If we think about this BB box that we're in on the 1 chord, then straight under our fingers we actually have D7, like a bar chord. But we wouldn't play the bar chord, but we have the top triad right there. We have the root, so we can find it again, the F sharp. We have that F sharp right there. And the D, so say you're on the 1 chord, like and then here comes the 4 chord. And back to 1 chord. Right, so you have it there straight under your fingers. So that's really cool. Another cool spot to have it is if you're on this sort of A minor, this box right here, and you're playing the 1. Then if we build a chord, a D dominant chord, you have a D dominant right here, so that's on the G string, 14th fret, the B string on the 11th, and then on the 14th. So that's 5, 7, 3rd. So it can be sort of cool because you don't have to move your hands that much, like staying on the 1 chord here. And the 4 chord comes. Like that, or you can like slide into it and sort of play a tremolo. Like that. So that's a cool trick. You can also do that one because you can just visualize that you have this D7 right here, and then you're pushing from the 6th up to that 7th, and then the minor 3rd to the major 3rd, like that. So you got your, on the 1 chord, your A, four chord come, back to the 1 chord. That's a cool trick. Another way to reach the 3rd is that you have that 3rd that we have here. We have it again because we have the same A box right here, and you learned that one. We can just play that one up here, but we can bend to it. So you have your 1 chord, back, so just bending up to it. Okay, let me play with the backing track and I'll show you, and I'll tell you when we go to the 1 to the 4. So we got the 1 chord. There comes the 4. The 5. BB box. Back to the 1. So if you like that backing track, I have that one and another one that I'll send to you. Just hit that link below. But let's get moving on to the 5 chord. So for the 5 chord, we have it for the turnaround, and it's E7 in this case, and it's moving pretty quickly. It's just 1 bar before it goes to D. So for the E, we have just a whole step up, so it's G7. So we can start by utilizing this one where it's going around, going turn around. So hammering on. Like that. You can do the same for that D going to E. Right? And then since you have that G sharp, have that here, you have that there as well, so you can, that's a really nice thing to do. When the E comes around, you can do the same thing for the D. And then we have another D, we have another E that's at the end of the turnaround before we go back to the top. And usually there you can play the D Why am I saying D all the time? You can play that G sharp, but sometimes it's just enough to play the E. Like you can do that, or you can play. You kind of do that, which can be cool. I think another cool way is that if you're sticking to this BB box, if you're in this BB box right here, when that E comes around, you have that E right there, right? So the same thing we showed like on the D chord, we can just slide into that major third because we have it right there. And then we have the E right there. So you can do like kind of like that. That's completely outlining the Right now, I'll play the backing track again. I'll try to outline the chords and then put it all together on what we did. So check it out. E. D, A, Alright, hope you enjoyed that lesson. If you like that backing track that we are listening to right now, just hit the link below and I'll send you that backing track and another backing track. This has been really fun hanging out with you, and until the next time, my name is Sebastian. I'll see you again.